Guys, today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make St. Louis style ribs, and we're also going to be making rib tips out of these. I'm going to show you guys how to cut this for a St. Louis cut, so get ready because this is going to be the one video that you don't want to miss. What we're going to do here, guys, just pat it dry. We're going to start off with this trimming of the fat, so we're going to go ahead and just cut it flat like this. Trim this off, and here is the main thing that makes this a St. Louis cut. What I like to do is trim off this side here just to make it square, and you're just going to cut along here. So you're going to find it here and just slice it with a lot of pressure. Boom, in one cut. Take a good look at that. Very simple. Boom, St. Louis cut. Now I'm going to show you the part that makes this the rib tip. That's what I like to do, and these are really delicious. Little 2-inch cubes like this. Almost like burnt ends, right? Some of them won't have the bone, some of them will. So let's just cube it up a little bit more. These are our rib tips. This is our St. Louis cut. We're gonna actually marinate both of these differently. So we're gonna start off with the rib tips first, then we'll go on to the St. Louis. Throw them in your bowl. This recipe is killer. Throw a generous amount of Sriracha in there. And just mix that in. Santa Maria rub. All right, and we're just gonna hit this real thick. Oops. All good, guys. So we got enough seasoning. And here we go. Go ahead and set these to the side. Now for our St. Louis cut, I'm gonna do this one a little different. Gonna get some yellow mustard. Put a little bit on there. A little bit goes a long way, guys. Don't go crazy with it. I'm gonna hit it with the seasoning again. All right. With this rub, you don't want to really rub it in. It's more like a pat. Just pat that in. Make sure you got all the sides. Flip it over and do the same. Hit a little mustard. And look, I don't take the membrane off. I think it's delicious that way. And I'm going to leave it. So these ribs, I'm actually trying to cook them a little faster today. So we're going to be making them party style ribs, even though it's a St. Louis cut. All right, stay with me here. So now we're gonna get our knife, slice this way. You can actually just put your finger on here and you can feel them. So that's one way of cutting them if you're not sure. Just kind of feel for them and then feel the soft spot, and then you can cut right through it. But I recommend you do it backwards. It's a little easier. All right, feel the soft spot. You start to change a little bit, the direction. Just move with the direction. That's it. Don't complicate it. All right, so these are going to be party ribs, guys, and we're good to go. Our smoker's heating up. These are going to cook a little faster than if I was going to put them all as one rack. So we're definitely going to probe these guys and check on them, but these things should cook in about 2 to 3 hours versus a normal like 5 hours. So we're going to start off with the sear. Let's go ahead and get started. Look how beautiful that seasoning is, guys. So good. All right, we got our pit boss nice and hot. Let's start off with the rib tips. There we go. Party ribs. Look at that sear, guys. Yeah. Man, I'm telling you, this thing's money. So like I said, we have this on high heat right now. Once we sear these ribs, we're gonna just put them off to the side, lower the temp. Just wanna get a nice little sear on here first. We have our rib tips here. We have our St. Louis style party ribs right here, and we have our chicken breast right there. All right, guys, let's go ahead and sear this thing for a couple minutes. All right, guys, so we seared this thing on one side, flipped it to the other. We're not gonna go crazy with the searing. Things are ready. I don't see enough people doing this, honestly. More people don't really sear it, but for me, I love it. I love the taste of how it tastes when it's seared. I feel like it does make a difference. That's what I like about the Pit Boss. It's got that searing function. It's the best. See that? That's what you want. You want just a little sear. Just enough sear on there. Like that. Don't overdo it. Alright. These things are pretty much done, guys. I'm going to just put these guys over here to the side. There's the searing function here. Come down over here, and we're going to set this guy all the way down to 250. Slow cook these boys. All right. Check our pellets. Got enough, but we'll add some more right now. Let's let it do its magic. We'll check on it in a few hours. All right, guys, it's been about an hour. We're gonna check some temperatures here. Do a little thermo pin. Obviously, these ribs are not done, but I'm gonna still check them. Just show you guys. 144. Let's check our rib tips. See, that one's at 155. Not quite done. All right, guys, it's been about an hour and a half. We're gonna check on these ribs here. They look like they're ready to be foiled up. We're gonna check on the rib tips here. They look ready too. And the chicken breasts, these things are about done as well. Let's go ahead and fold these guys up. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and foil these guys. First thing we wanna do is get some of this brown sugar. I'm gonna place it on this side here, just like so. And I'm only using half of the ribs for this type of saucing because my kids don't like it with the sauce and they're eating today too, so I gotta consider them and they won't like it this way. So I'm gonna get some butter. I will wrap theirs, but just a little different, and I'll show you guys. So let's get some butter, throw it in here. And look, this method here, it's no secret. Just get slabs of butter. I'm just going to be using 3. And don't worry, none of this paper here is going to land in there. So 3 slabs of butter. Perfect. At this point, these things are smelling delicious. Alright, so I'm using this guy's barbecue sauce, Koji. This guy, Chef Roy Choi. I've actually had this food before. This sauce is like crack, man. You have to try this. Alright, so we're going to put a little bit of barbecue sauce right here. And we're gonna wrap these guys up for about 2 hours and bump it up to 275. So check this out. You gotta put the rib down this way, meaty side down, and the meaty side down. It's the meat side down, the bone on the back. All right, guys, so pretty simple here. We're just gonna close these guys up, bring them in tight. All right, and that's it. I'm gonna throw these back into the smoker, and we're gonna let these guys go. Remember, put them with the meat side down, just like that. All right, let me put them back into the smoker. Right there, it's good. Now we're gonna get our rib tips off. All right, we're gonna do these rib tips the same way. Throw a little slice of butter on there. Do 2. All right. And for these, throw a little brown sugar. Sprinkle it all over there. We're gonna hit it with just a little bit of the sauce. Not too much. Just like that. Perfect. Now we're gonna go ahead and wrap these guys. And one more foil. All right, ready for the smoker, guys. Now we're gonna do the chicken. This guy's back here. All right, guys, cover these guys. Let's bump up that heat. That right there. So our pit boss does not go up to 275, so we're gonna hit 300, and we're gonna smoke it at that temp. All right, we're gonna pull this chicken off of here, leave it for just a little while. Let's take a look as well. Oh my God, look at that. Give this thing a try. Oh yeah. All right, these things have been cooking for about 3 hours now. We're gonna pull them off. Go ahead and check our rib tips first, then we'll check our ribs. We're gonna check it with the probe, which I know they're done because it's going in like butter. 207. Perfect. So we just throw a little bit more barbecue sauce on here, just like this. All right, perfect. This is the last part, guys. We're gonna do like a little boat. I'm gonna throw these back in the smoker. And these are ready, guys. These things are looking amazing. I'm gonna throw these back in just so you can get a little bit of a char. That barbecue sauce is gonna go a long way for these guys. Just throw that back into the smoker. Now let's check on our ribs. All right, we're gonna check on these ribs. Oh yeah, look at these guys. Perfect. Look at all the juice on these things. So we're gonna just flip these guys over. Just like that. You can see the ribs starting to pull out. That's how you know these things are ready. Look at one of them ribs. These are done. I'm just gonna add a little bit of barbecue sauce right on top. With that last bit of flavor and color. And these are gonna go right on top. We're gonna do a boat method on this as well. And this is gonna go back into the smoker. So let's put these back into the smoker for just a little bit. And let's check on the other ribs. All right. So your ribs should look like that. And your rib tips should look like that. So let's give this thing about 20 minutes or so, and we'll be ready. All right, guys, it's all ready to go. Oh my God, this has so much juice on it. This is crazy. Just look at these guys. You want to talk about some St. Louis cut party ribs? This is your guy right here. Oh my God, look at that. Jesus, just delicious. Don't forget about that juice. Just hit it on top. Jesus Christ, look at that. That's what I'm talking about, guys. We got these guys right here. You know these guys are not gonna disappoint. Throw those right on top. We got the kids' ribs right here. Now it's time for the taste test. You guys ready for this? The best part of everything, we're gonna start off with the rib tips. And these things are looking amazing, dude. Let's give them a shot. Mmm. So juicy. Soft. Pulling apart. Now we're gonna give this rib a try. These things look like candy, dude. Let's try them. Oh my God. I'm speechless. This thing is ridiculous. Dude, you have to try this. No joke. Best ribs I've ever made. Hand down. And I always say that, but this really is the best rib I've ever made. If you like this video, you're definitely gonna like this next video up here. All right, see you guys on the next video. Peace.